The Rough Country low profile tri-folding cover that we're talking about here today will be one of the most affordable options on the site for the 2019 and newer Silverado owners considering stepping up the bed protection thanks to the lockable design and tough aluminum panels, but ultimately would prefer to keep things on the budget side. Now the 5-star rated Rough Country here will feature a foam core aluminum panel design topped off with a black powder coat and corresponding lifetime warranty, all for right around that $700 price point. All right guys, leading off our list of features here, again, this is the tri-fold option from Rough Country. Tri-fold, I would say easily the most popular design for tonneau covers here at AT. And it's basically gonna be extremely easy and convenient to fold up and out of the way if you ever need to haul something large in a pinch. Now, some covers out there will fold all the way up against that rear window, giving you access to the entire bed. This one does not. The first two panels fold out of the way, and then the third is just kind of stationary. So if you did need to access the entire bed, you'd have to ultimately remove the cover itself. Not difficult thanks to the design. You loosen up a couple of bolts and you're good to go there. Now another big feature here guys, we'll talk more about this in a minute, but you're getting a very, very nice aluminum construction at a very affordable price point. Finally, the Rough Country does feature what is called the low profile design. Basically, whenever this thing is installed, it's going to sit nice and flush with the factory bed rails on your Silverado. Some options actually stick up above the bed. I don't think those are the most clean when it comes to appearance. Not the case here. Again, sits nice and flush once installed and certainly lends itself to a much cleaner appearance. All right, let's dive a little bit deeper with the construction here, guys. Again, we've mentioned it a few times throughout. Very solid stuff out of a very affordable cover. Specifically, you're looking at a lightweight aluminum material that's around a foam core. And that's a design that you'll typically find with more expensive options, such as maybe $1,000 plus hard folding covers. So it is nice to see that design here on a very affordable option. Now that aluminum has been given a lightly textured powder coat, should help resist any fading, scratching, chipping, all that stuff over the years. Now the tri-fold design, as we mentioned earlier guys, it isn't going to fold all the way up against that back window. Instead, you're gonna be able to fold those first two panels up and out of the way easily, and then secure them to the third panel using your included nylon straps and your plastic buckles. Now, the hard panels, again, will ride on the included aircraft grade aluminum frame. Those are going to basically lock onto your existing bed rails thanks to the included clamps. And that's just gonna make for a very easy operation for one, thanks to basically the cable design here. Pull it up out of the way, release the latches, and you're good to go. But it's also gonna make for a very easy install, as we'll show you in a little bit. Finally, guys, I do wanna point out, Rough Country does give you nice seals on all four corners here, or all four sides, I should say, just to keep things nice and dry inside the bed. Always like pointing out nice warranties. That is gonna be the case here at the Rough Country. Again, a lifetime warranty at this price point is extremely rare, and that is nice to know that they basically have your back in case anything goes wrong over the life of your cover. Which leads us into our pricing segment here, guys. Again, right around $700, give or take, for the Rough Country option for this bed size. Easily, again, one of the most affordable hard folding tri-fold covers on the site here, which is even more impressive, again, once you consider that foam core aluminum panel design and backed by a lifetime warranty offer well south of $1,000. All right guys, last but not least, it's time to talk install here with the Rough Country. And again, we mentioned the aluminum frame design. Those frames are gonna clamp onto the side bed rails of your Silverado, and then the cover itself will actually lock into those rails. This makes for a very easy install. Trust me when I tell you, you throw a few clamps up onto those rails and you're good to go. So just figure solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. Site calls this one at least 30 minutes from start to finish. Probably pretty accurate there. It might take you a little bit longer if this is the first time you've ever really installed a tonneau cover. But again, very simple, very straightforward. You just want to make sure you tweak it eventually after the install. Make sure your bed and the tailgate closes without issue. But to give you a better idea of just how this all looks in the garage or driveway, let's throw it out to the guys in the shop right now for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
First install, you need a cleaning spray, a cloth, a cutting tool, and the supplied Allen key and wrench. All right, today we're gonna be installing a tonneau cover on our Silverado, so let's get started. All right, before we get our rail up, we just need to install our front support plate and our locking latches, and then also our drain tube. Now you just wanna go to the front of the rail. You'll see that the open end is the front. So first, I'm gonna put on your 2 locking tabs. and then you can put on your support bracket. All right, and then you just take your drain tube, and you'll see it only goes in one way, and just slide it into the end. All right, we now put our clamps on. What we're gonna do is we have one all the way up at the front and one that's gonna go in the back. It did come assembled for us, but if it doesn't, it's gonna go bolt, locking washer, flat washer, and then out on the back side. All right, you're just gonna slide it behind the back and then pop it up into the groove. And once it locks into place, you can tighten it down with a supplied wrench. All right, now just tighten the other one, and then you can repeat the same process for the other side. All right, now we're gonna come to the front of the truck bed here, and as you can see, we have our foam for the front. As you can see, it is a little too long, so we do need to trim it. So what we're gonna do is grab a knife or cutting tool and just trim it to the inside of the sides of the bed. All right, now that is the correct length. What we're gonna do is we're gonna prep our surface. We're just gonna grab a type of cleaning spray and a microfiber and just clean the top of the bed. All right, once that's done, what we're gonna do is going to peel our tape back a little bit, just get our foam started. Lay it across and just peel and stick going across, keeping it centered. All right, and while we're at the front here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna route our drain tube into this hole here. You just take the plug out with your hands, and then just route the tube down through the hole. All right, and you just do the same thing on the other side. All right, we can now set our tonneau cover in place, and then we'll line up our bolt holes. All right, what we're gonna do is now we're gonna install our front mounting bolt. Just make sure you have that rubber gasket on there. It's gonna go through our front mounting bracket underneath. Now just repeat the same thing for the other side. All right, now that we got our bolt through our supporting bracket in the front here, what we're gonna do is put our locking washer, our flat washer, and then our handle nut on. All right, once that is tight, you can put your locking pin in through the bolt. And you do the same thing on the other side. All right, now we're gonna move further down our bed rails. What we have to do is we have to lock our securing tabs in place. It's going to line up with our lock here. So you just need to float it into place. So close it a little bit. You'll see where it needs to go. And then tighten it with the supplied Allen key. All right, now as you see here, we put this locking tab in front of our bracket. What we need to do is take this bracket off so we can slide our locking tab back. It's no big deal, just a slight adjustment. All right, now we can adjust our rear bracket. All right, now you just do the same thing for the other side. All right, now that we got everything located, what we're gonna go back to do is make sure everything is tight. We have to tighten our front support bracket with a supplied Allen key and just go back and just make sure everything else is tight. All right, and that wraps up for our install of our rough country, low profile, hard tri-fold tonneau cover for your 2019 and newer Silverado 1500 with a 5.8 foot short box and without the Carbon Pro box. And remember, for everything Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.